How's it going? So, it has been so long since I've recorded a new series. Very long time. I've actually been in the process of moving. That's why it's a little sparse behind me right now. But it's so glad to see you. So glad that you're joining me. I'm going to be starting WandaVision. It's been so long since I've recorded a video in general. I've just been having a lot of stuff going on that's kind of delayed my YouTube stuff. But I'm getting back into it now. We're going to be watching and starting WandaVision. And I am a huge Marvel fan, and I have missed Marvel stuff since Spider-Man Far From Home, like everybody, I'm sure. You know, like all of us. So I got a little bit of a cold, but it shouldn't make things too bad. I want to thank you so much if you are still subscribed on YouTube to me. And also, if you want, you can go and check out my Patreon down below in the description if you want to see a full reaction, unedited. So yeah, let's get started on this reaction for the first episode of WandaVision. I think I'm going to talk about my history with Marvel if you are interested in it after the end of this, after the video's over. So yeah, let's start WandaVision. Oh my God. Let's go. Oh my God, this is so crazy. Let's change the filter. Perfect. What the hell? Oh shit. She's a magical gal in a small town locale. She's a Barbie who's part machine. Ah, that's convenient. An old TV show.
My husband and his indestructible head.
I wasn't that funny, but I'm not just like laughing.
What do you say to silver dollar pancakes, crispy hash brown?
Very true. Very true. Just happened to be looking there.
No,
I mean, that is definitely a 1950s bra onto there.
You bet we are. It's the first time we have ever celebrated this.
What date is Valentine's Day? I thought it was the 23rd for a second there for some reason.
Hello, dear. I'm Agnes, your neighbor to the right. My right, not yours. Forgive me for not stopping by sooner to welcome you to the block. My mother-in-law.
I think my sound's good. Hopefully it is.
Did you use a moving company?
I sure did. Those boxes.
It's really interesting watching this show because I used to watch a ton of episodes of the show What's My Line, which happened like in the 1950s and 40s actually. So yeah, it was very similar to this kind of these type of actresses. The look they have. I just recently watched another episode. It's really fascinating, being like one of the original game shows.
Oh, how marvelous! How many years?
If you haven't, you should check it out. Just Google What's My Line.
Lucky gal.
Oh, it was their anniversary, I see.
To set the scene. Say, I was just reading a crackerjack magazine
I think once the
article
show
called
changes
How to
it
Treat
from
Your
a
Husband to Keep Your
sepia
Husband.
tone to regular, that's when I'll
Tell you
change
what
it.
Ralph could really use is how to goose your wife so you don't lose.
So my theory so far is that this is all in Wanda's mind. Sorry, I'm missing all the jokes.
Is there something I can help you with, buddy?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. Would you be so good as to tell me what it
So is
is
Wanda
we
imagining Vision's
do
job as well?
exactly? Do we make something?
No.
That's my theory. It's all happening in her mind, and someone's making her just pleasing her with this fake reality in order to keep her busy and occupied so she's not saving the world. Something like that. I don't know.
You're like a walking computer.
What? I most certainly am not.
If she's
I'm a regular carbon-based employee made entirely of organic matter, much like yourself.
Hey, what's got your feathers all ruffled?
as I was saying, she's you know, she's just being fed this false reality, I'm assuming, so that evil can run amok, and she's not an Avenger. That's what I'm assuming.
A string quartet?
And then you had that embarrassing display of beatnik enthusiasm.
I wore a turtleneck.
Yes, best of luck out there in the unemployment line, Jones.
This honestly
Oh, I owe my success to
sounds
you.
like this era of magazines that some of my parents saved. Some of my parents, that's a strange phrase. Both of my parents saved that I inherited.
Tricks?
You could point out that the death rate of single men is twice that of married men.
Now that's romantic.
Vision residence. Sorry, guys. This cold sucks. It just won't leave me.
Oh, darling, I still get a little tongue-tied.
Liz, after all this time.
There's an awful lot riding on this one, Wanda.
What's this episode called?
Tonight doesn't go just so.
Filmed before a live studio audience. Okay. Because I want to get some water, but I can't stop the reaction because I'm recording. Oh shit, did you hear that sound effect? That was a Tony Stark Iron Man warm up of a thruster? Is that what it's called? Sorry, it's been a while since I've watched Iron Man. Stark! Of course, it's by Stark Industries.
Here we are.
Oh,
Kitty!
how very atmospheric.
From that 70s show.
What's going on here, Vision? You blow a fuse?
I've missed seeing her on
Me,
TV,
why don't I
honestly.
just go and fetch the lady of the house.
Even though I don't watch much TV anymore. At least not regular TV, you know. Oh, shit. Oh, she's so revealing. She's
What is the meaning of it? Oh, the meaning of it.
She's got to cover up.
And the meaning of it is that this is the traditional Sokovian greeting of.
actually, that is kind of
Guess who?
Oh, is that
some
my
decent-
boss behind me?
It
a
certainly
decent
is.
neckline, you
Lovely
know.
to make your acquaintance.
For the 1950s, that's pretty damn scandalous.
It's so Covian.
Like, what she's showing right now, that would be considered actually scandalous in the 1950s. Just having neckline like down here.
Who are those people?
What are you wearing?
That works. That works.
Sorry.
Oh,
Look at that tiny ass
In
oven.
a pinch, this menu can be done in a snap. Lobster thermidor with mini mincemeat turnovers to start, chicken a la king with twice cooked new potatoes for your second course, and steak Diane and mint jellies for your
They must have
main.
had so much fun with
Do you
these
send no
accents
jellies here?
doing this show. At least the first episode. There we go. She's remembered.
Pig.
This is so fucking weird. This sucks, guys. Because I so badly need some water right now, but I don't want to miss out on the show. I don't want to stop recording or just walk out of the room and miss some of it.
Time to improvise. Served.
What chaos did they see exactly?
Breakfast for dinner. How very,
European?
Oh, let's
Seriously, the jokes are like 1950s jokes.
my love.
Is she playing an actress? Interesting. I think he actually was choking. So are they not
Are you both all right?
digital
We had
creations?
such a lovely time. This guest is leaving your home.
Yes, thank you for coming.
It sounded like she was trying to not break character. Kitty from That 70s Show. But so it's like he was actually choking
Oh,
and he wasn't supposed to be.
what a charming door knocker. Good night.
That was actually pretty funny.
Huh.
Or a song. Or even wedding rings.
Well, we could rather do that. Today could be our anniversary.
Of what? Surviving our first
So how
dinner party?
do they know he needs to hide his face if they don't remember their
To
pasts?
yak, naturally.
How do they know about their powers if they don't remember how they got here?
I do. Do you?
Yes, I do.
And they lived happily ever after.
Now I'm just remembering the end of Infinity War. I'm getting very sad. Wait, what? Okay. Oh, it was just remote control. Produced by Babs Digby. Directed by Abe Brown. Pamela Brewster. Oh my god. Interesting. Louis Desposito. What is that? Oh, okay. It's like her glasses? Was I seeing that right? I don't know. Maybe not. Yeah. It's like similar to Avengers. It's like their stuff that represents them. Yeah. Are they like pixels though? Why is it like this confetti stuff? Kathryn Hahn. I think I'm going to like her in this show a hell of a lot. WandaVision. Wow. Okay, let's move on to episode 2. So I wanted to talk a little bit about my relationship with Marvel for my life, a little bit with you guys while these credits roll. I just wanted to say, so first thing I did, the first thing I became familiar with Marvel Comics through was actually 2 little storybooks on tape, which came with like a comics booklet. It was like a version of the comics for the Hulk and for Spider-Man in like a storybook. And it also came with a little red tape, which you could play and it would read the story to you. And yeah, it was pretty rad. Let me just stop the episode. And yeah, it was Spider-Man and Hulk. And that was my first introduction to anything Marvel. I would play them. I also had a version of this same thing for Knight Rider, funnily enough. I would play them, but I was very young, so they didn't last long. You know what I mean? They eventually broke because I was like 4 or 5 when listening to them. So I don't have very good memories of them. I think I do still have one of the comics though, but both of the tapes broke. After that, I eventually saw the 1970s TV miniseries for Spider-Man. And I liked that. That was, I think, my first introduction to Spider-Man. I saw that when I was like 6 or 7 years old. And then, of course, the Spider-Man animated... Oh, yeah. I forgot to mention. Before the animated series, I also... And that Spider-Man miniseries on TV, I had a coloring book for Marvel, which I had. And I didn't know anything about any of the characters. It had a bunch of X-Men. It had, just Marvel characters on it. And it was cool. And then, of course, the Spider-Man animated series came along, and I loved that. That was my first real introduction into Spider-Man, like to get all of his stories and all the characters and everything like that. Of course, I loved X-Men as well. Not quite as much as Spider-Man, but I loved that show, the animated series. And after that, I enjoyed a little bit of X-Men Evolution. It was pretty good. And of course, the films, they were okay. I don't know. Even I knew as a kid that the X-Men films were missing something. The original X-Men films with Hugh Jackman. Most of them are pretty damn good. Some of them are some parts of them are a little cheesy, even though they're decent, like Sabretooth, the original Sabretooth. Some parts of that film just don't work, in my opinion. They're too generic and, I don't know, bad actors. But yeah. And then, of course, I started with Iron Man in the MCU. I was a little familiar with Iron Man as a kid, but not that much. I'd seen like images of him. And yeah, I've loved everything about the MCU up until Spider-Man Far From Home, and now here we are with WandaVision. And I cannot wait to continue this. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Be sure to check out me on my Twitch channel. Also, if you are interested in gaming, I do game videos here on YouTube as well. And be sure to check out my Patreon down below. You can find me on Twitter at twitter.com/YodatheHobbit. Thank you for joining, and I will see you guys later. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy multiple videos from me. But yeah, see you later, guys. Have a good one.